have passions: sports, music, cinema. We often dream about making those passions our jobs. But what do you actually do to turn your passion into reality? As a guy from southern Italy, chances were very high that calcio, as we call football, would impact my life. And clearly, statistics did not fail. Already as a kid, I fell in love with the most beautiful sports on the planet. Football has filled my life with emotions, from the adrenaline of being a bad amateur player to the joy and struggle of being a hardcore fan. As for any passion, the roots always go back to a specific moment or episode in our lives. In my case, the love for this magical sport was born and raised on the streets of Naples, thanks to a ball. It only costed 3,000 lire, €3 more or less, and at the minimal touch, it would fly all over the place, often breaking windows, plants, and unfortunately upsetting my nonna. This ball made the job, made us all fantasizing about becoming pros, just like our pitch idols. What a ball. The only tiny difference was the abyssal gap of skills. It did not take long for me and the other kids to realize that I was lacking some talent. And that's when the first life reality check hit me, making me the goalie, the goalkeeper, for my entire childhood. The least talented player in the most crucial position. Only in the streets of Naples. Growing up, I still believed that football could be more than a hobby. Unfortunately, that's when a second, harder reality check hit me. Right after graduating from college, I realized that the simple fact of having a passion is not enough to land your dream job, or even a normal one. I was clearly unprepared and had to settle for a job in sales, selling airplanes food to airlines. Honestly, I don't think I could have landed any farther away from football. On the bright side, though, I found out that you can develop new competencies in any job, even when you're trying to sell prepackaged sandwiches to low-cost airlines. I learned the importance of a good icebreaker. What a better way to go beyond the "what's the weather like" conversation than debating about last night's match or Messi latest goal. It worked every single time. One day, after a successful business meeting in which we sold thousands of delicious Italian spicy tuna and cheese paninis, a dish which is clearly not part of my national culture or cuisine, my boss told me, "That was really good. Just imagine if you could do this with your favorite thing, football." Just imagine. Two things hit me right away. One, don't call it my thing, it's football. Two, she might be right. How cool it would be to work in football, my lifelong passion. This was the moment, the key moment I realized I had to go for it, to make the decision that would end up changing my career and my life. Not working in football would have been a missed opportunity for happiness. At least I had to give it a try. See, most people, when talking about their passion, use the if theory. What if I would have traveled to that country or learned their language? How many people actually act on it? I realized that it's never too late to give your passion a try. Now, I was ready to take up the challenge, and so I did. I did everything I could to get closer and closer to football. I quit my unglamorous job, no offense to airlines, and went full in. I gave up my financial security to fully commit to my passion. We all know that a part-time search for happiness doesn't really work. I took what a friend of mine once described as a jump into the darkness. Very dramatic, true, but you know, Italians. And that's when it began, my bumpy journey towards happiness, aka football. As a first step, I started volunteering at big sport events, where I would usually be assigned easy but fun tasks, and loved it. I enrolled in a variety of classes to get academic foundations of how my new industry works. I attended conferences to hear opinions from experts in the field. I started contacting people within my personal and professional network to discuss projects and opportunities. And after all those preparations and all those efforts, as you can only imagine, I got plenty of no's. I got the "we regret to inform you" email so many times that it almost became a daily routine. See, just because you've made all the supposedly right moves, it does not mean that you will get there. Preparation is fundamental, but so is resilience. Like in football, you might miss a penalty kick, but you keep training and take the next one to challenge yourself. It does not really matter if you score or not. It's about having the guts of going for it, again and again. After many job interviews, some of which were not ideal, I eventually had a good one, in which I simply talked football with the person that would later become my mentor and boss. He could see that I breathe football, and that for me, this is not just a sport, but much more. This drive for football led to my current job, where I've had the privilege of working on the organization of many great football matches, including the last 2 World Cup finals. This entire journey made me appreciate the sport even more. As a kid, I only dreamt about scoring goals. As an adult, I can now appreciate other side of football, other players, referees, coaches, fans, even the training session. As a sport enthusiast, I can tell you that following your passion is very risky, just like taking a penalty kick. It's hard, and that's exactly what it makes it great. Your heart will pound, your legs will shake, your head will be all over the place. But please, be brave, prepare, and take the kick. Meantime, enjoy the ride. Thank you.